Hello! Today we'll be presenting about Baumrind's parenting style and its impact towards children. As you can see, these are the presenters for this presentation. So let's get right to it.
Every parent has their way of bringing up their child. However, according to Baumrind, parenting can be generally categorized into 4 different types of style, which are authoritarian, authoritative, neglectful, and indulgent. Each parenting style affects the children in different ways. The way the child reacts to things and the outcome of the child being parented a certain way can be quite impactful. In categorizing these 4 parenting styles, their characteristics would be explained and distinguished later by the level of responsiveness and demandingness of parents to the children. Responsiveness, as defined by Baumrind, helps encouraging individuality and self-assertion of the child with relatedness, autonomy, and reasoned communication being provided. Demandingness is defined as parents having the demands for self-regulation, behavioral control, and supervision of the child's actions. Subsequently, the behaviors of parents exhibited under each parenting style and the parenting's effect on the children would also be discussed. After all, it is crucial to understand the nature of different parenting styles, since whichever parenting parents choose would have a profound impact on the children's motivation, mental health, behavior, and generally their performance in life.
The authoritarian style is one of the parenting styles proposed by Baumrind. This style involves characteristics of high levels of demandingness as well as low levels of responsiveness. This style is most commonly seen in Asian households, where parents tend to raise their children in a conservative and harsh manner. This style demands high standards in the sense that authoritarian parents demand that blind obedience be shown towards them, no matter the situation. A common example would be when the child asks the parent why he or she has to do something or behave in a certain way, the parent will just say, "Because I said so." These kinds of parents will also say other things like, "If you don't follow or do what I say, you will be punished or grounded for life." They only allow one-way communication, and any attempt by the child to ask questions, answer, or justify himself or herself reasonably will be seen as talking back to the parent, and this is deemed to be rude in Asian parenting. Additionally, these parents have high expectations on their children by putting them high on a pedestal, which causes them to have immense pressure to perform excellently in life. They also make all the decisions for their children instead of giving them freedom to do so. Sounds familiar, don't you think? Authoritarian parents usually use stern discipline and harsh punishment to control their children's behavior. They are also unresponsive to their children's needs and are generally not nurturing and warm towards their children's development. They claim that such harsh treatment is all for the sake of tough love, but there have been public concerns where this situation disguises the serious impacts of such treatment later in life. Children raised by authoritarian parents tend to be more rebellious, have poor academic achievement, are less independent, are more insecure, have low confidence and self-esteem, have poorer social skills, are more likely to have substance abuse problems, and are more prone to having mental health issues. Stress lah.
Agel, what are you doing? Why are you not studying?
Ma, I studied for like 2 hours just now and I'm very tired already, so I just rest for a while lah.
Now know how to talk back liao lah. Rest what rest? You should be studying. I waste so much money for you to go to school do what? Yao kiok ah? Huh? If only you know how hard is it to earn money. One day I'm not here, then you know.
Okay lah, Ma. I go back to studying now lah, okay? Just listen to music for a few seconds already, you want to scold me. Not like I didn't study also.
你讲什么
Nothing, Ma. I'm studying.
The second parenting style will be authoritative parenting. Authoritative parenting style is an approach to child rearing that combines warmth, sensitivity, and the setting of limits. Just like the authoritarian parenting style, limits and controls on the child's action are present, though what creates a high responsiveness between the child and parent as parents encourage children to be independent. Parents with this style usually shows pleasure and support towards the children's constructive behavior. They allow the children to express their own thoughts and opinions by listening to what the children have to say, and also present a fair and consistent discipline when rules are broken. Parents use positive reinforcements and reasoning to guide their children. They avoid resorting to threats and punishments. At the end of the day, children develop good social skills and have good emotional control and regulation. So automatically, rationality is in the child's mindset and does not rely on emotions to control their behavior. Parents' encouragement and support build self-confidence in children about their abilities to go forward and learn and experience new things. How authoritative style works is that the parents act as role models and exhibit the same behaviors they expect from the children. Because of this, their kids are more likely to internalize these behaviors and exhibit them as well. Consistent rules and discipline also allows the children to know what to expect. These parents tend to exhibit good emotional understanding and control. Their children also learn to manage their emotions well and learn to understand others.
Stress lah.
Aga, what are you doing? Why you're not studying?
Ma, I studied for like 2 hours just now and I'm very tired. So I just rest for a while lah.
You sure or not?
Yeah, Ma, I'm not lying.
Make sure you study well and don't fail your exam, ah. You can rest, but not to be lazy, or else I will take your laptop away.
But Ma, I need my laptop to study. Now there's online learning ah.
That's why I tell you something, girl. Just because you have the freedom to do something doesn't mean you can abuse it, okay?
Okay, Ma. Don't worry. I just rest for a while only. Just tired, that's all.
Later come out eat dinner with us.
Okay.
The next parenting style would be neglectful parenting, which is also known as uninvolved parenting. This is the kind where the child is essentially left to raise himself or herself. The characteristics of this parenting would be low demandingness and low responsiveness. Neglectful parents usually are uninvolved in their kids' life, placing no limits on their behavior but also failing to meet their children's needs. Uninvolved parents are like permissive parents in their failure to enforce standards. But unlike permissive parents, uninvolved parents are nurturing and warm. They provide their kids with food and shelter but not much else. The communication between the kids and parents is very limited. There are few to no expectations of their children and provide little or no supervision. There are two main causes of uninvolved parenting styles. The first one is when the parents themselves were raised by uninvolved and dismissive parents. Hence, they might not show their care and love towards their children, thus repeating the same patterns they were raised with. The second reason would be the parents are simply busy dealing with their own problems until they fail to notice how neglectful they are with their children or unable to provide the support the children need. This could include overworked parents, parents coping with mental health issues, or parents with bad addiction. It is important to understand these causes so the parents or parents-to-be can educate themselves and seek professional help when necessary to prevent the vicious cycle. As for the effect of neglectful parenting, children raised by this style are most likely to be more impulsive. They encounter more delinquency and addiction problems. Moreover, they tend to have more mental health issues like anxiety or suicidal behavior in adolescence. They might also face problems regulating their own emotions, thus more likely to misbehave due to complete lack of boundaries in the home. Lastly, due to the lack of emotional responsiveness from their parents, it is hard for the children raised by these parents to form attachments later in life.
A few moments later.
I feel like I need a drink. Thirsty lah. Lips dry already. Ma, what are you doing?
Read newspaper lah. What do you think?
Oh, okay. Hey, what are we having for dinner later?
Don't know. I lazy to cook. I just dabao lah.
Huh? Tapao again ah?
Oh, you cook lah. Always ask me to cook, but never appreciate the food I make.
What are you talking about, Ma? Of course I love the food you cook.
Aiya, don't spill nonsense. Just dabao lah.
Okay lah, we tapao lah.
The fourth parenting style is Indulging Parenting, which is also known as Permissive Parenting. It is categorized by low demandingness and high responsiveness, unlike Neglectful Parenting, which is both low in demandingness and responsiveness. Although permissive parents seldom place demands or controls on their children, they are warm and highly involved with the children. They share more of a peer relationship than the traditional parent-child dynamic. While permissive parenting is good in a way that it fosters secure attachment relationships since parents are loving and nurturing, it is not necessarily helpful in developing self-control and obedience to rules in children. This is a result of the parents' reluctance to impose limits. Despite the advantages of having the freedom to explore and be creative, children under this parenting style are less aware of the standard of appropriate behaviors, thus often being described as egocentric, non-compliant, and impulsive. Moreover, this parenting style restricts the opportunities for children to learn to deal with stress and conflict effectively. This might lead to difficulties in peer relations and poor academic performance later in life. Having said that, there's recent research that shows conflicting results. One of the examples is the 2019 study by Fernando Garcia and colleagues on adolescents in Brazil, Germany, Spain, and the United States. The study found that indulgent parenting yield better results than authoritative parenting in certain aspects like academic, emotional self-esteem, and internalizations of pro-social values. To reconcile the inconsistencies, the plausible explanation is that parenting styles affect children differently in different cultures. For instance, in an egalitarian society like Spain, strict and firm parental control would not have the positive effect they would have in Asian culture, which emphasizes more on hierarchical relationships. For the former, indulgent parenting is preferable as parents' involvement and affection work better in motivating their children than parental strictness which they deem unnecessary. However, more evidence is desired in proving this justification, and more research is required before concluding on the role of culture in affecting the effectiveness of different parenting styles on child development.
are you doing? Why are you not studying?
Ma, I studied for like 2 hours just now and I'm very tired, so I just rest for a while lah.
Oh, okay. Make sure drink a lot of water and just rest whenever you feel tired. Oh, mommy 煲了凉茶 for you. Mommy don't want you to
thank
burn
you,
out in
Mommy.
school and later cannot do well in school.
Okay.
Okay. You sure you're okay or not?
Yeah, Ma, I'm okay, don't worry. Actually, I'm very sian already. I don't want to study anymore.
So, what do you think is the best parenting style? From decades of studies, results always show that authoritative parenting is consistently linked to the best outcomes in kids, and there's no research that shows this parenting style causes harm to children. Authoritative parents are highly demanding, but they are also very responsive to their children's needs. That's why it was the best pick, as they recognize and encourage a child's sense of autonomy and want kids to develop self-discipline, maturity, and a respect for others by offering concrete advice and emotional support. Sometimes, parents don't fit into just one category. So, don't despair if there are times or areas where you tend to be permissive and other times where you are more authoritative. Your child is unique in ways that you know best, so your parenting will be unique too. With your love and commitment to be the best parent you can be, I believe that your child will grow in a healthy manner and with a positive relationship, or with your future child.